Hey guys, Rainmaker here today. We got Big Sky Guy on the line again out in Montana. Eric, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm just happy to be here. See if we can win some people some money, buddy.
That's it. That's what we do. All right, we're going to just talk about this Poinsettia Bowl today out in San Diego. Obviously, we know we got BYU and San Diego State. San Diego State a little bit of a home field advantage here, which they obviously accepted this bowl for. And we know Rocky Long and Coach Mendenhall have a little connection here, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Mendenhall was a mentor, basically, or Rocky Long was Mendenhall's mentor, basically, for 5 years over there at New Mexico. They should be fired up to be playing each other here. They know each other pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, it was back in '98 and '02. They were back in New Mexico. I think they even played about maybe like a year together or coached together at Oregon State for like almost a full season, too. So, yeah, they're familiar with each other. We know that. They're going to have that friendly, I want to beat you rival going on.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely a father-son type of deal they got going. Mendenhall really looks up to Rocky, so I'm sure they're all both going to be really fired up for this game.
Yeah, I'd imagine. Obviously we got 7-5 BYU playing 9-3 San Diego State. And, schedule wise, BYU obviously had the hardest schedule. All five of those losses are against quality opponents. San Diego State. Short of Boise and Fresno, really, there's nobody in that conference that can even hang with either one of them three teams.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. What an impressive win for San Diego State against Boise, though. That they were doing it all facets of the ball: offense, defense, special teams. They bring a complete team to this game.
They do. They're balanced for the most part. They're balanced. I mean, they have 235 yards on the pass defense per game. They're 56th in the nation. They got 140 yards a game on the rush defense, which is good for 34th. Offensively, they're pretty solid. I mean, they're 15th on the rush offense and 179 yards per game on the pass offense, which, doesn't really impress too many people. But Dingwell, we're expecting Dingwell to get that start here. He came in 5 games ago and won that game. He's won all 4 starts and went, 63% completion percentage, about 800 yards, close to 800 yards in those four starts and change. I think the kid's pretty impressive, man. He's got Morena in that backfield, too. They're going to be all right.
Yeah. The thing I like about him is the fact that they ask him not to lose football games, and he's efficient in doing that. Being undefeated as a starter, he's barely passing over 200 yards a game, right around that clip, but he's holding the turnovers down. He's quarterbacking the offense by handing off the ball to their money man.
Yeah, I mean, 3,550 yards, and obviously 17 total touchdowns. So, that last game versus Wyoming went crazy. At 4 touchdowns, 26 carries, 255 yards against Wyoming. And that's how he's walking into this game. And obviously we know Casey has about 820 yards, too, out catching that ball.
Yeah, that's going to definitely hurt having Casey out for this game.
Yeah.
It is a blow to them. But with the numbers that Moema's been putting up, they're going to be pounding that rock. I'm expecting somewhere between 35, 45 runs out of this team a game.
Yeah, and he scatters that thing. That whole offense throws that ball around. They have about 8 to 10 guys on that receiving core that'll come out and catch a ball for you. I think they have a good core out there. They're going to catch the ball. They're going to run the ball after they catch it. I think BYU is actually going to struggle just a little bit with this team because they're not familiar with them anymore. Remember back in 1978 up until last year, these teams were playing every year. So it's not like they're not that unfamiliar with each other. They were in the same conference for a good chunk of time.
Yeah, it's very possible. I mean, with BYU going to Independent this year, they haven't seen each other. And like you said, San Diego State is a balanced football team.
They are.
So that's not a trouble for anybody.
They are. And this line's going crazy. We haven't really gotten to the lines yet. This line was opened at 3.5, went down to 2.5, went back up to 3.5. Now you're getting a straight field goal. This total is jumping all over the place. I think I saw it open at around 50, 51.5. Now it's down. It went down to 49.5. And at the Don Best contest, it's 49.5. And now it's down to 48.5, even 46. You were telling me before this session that you see it's down to 46 at some sites.
Yeah, the line is definitely moving in favor of that under, and I can see why. Well, you're talking a BYU team here that's giving up 14.7 points a game, and that is against a lot of quality opponents.
Yeah, they can stop the run. I mean, you're not running the ball against BYU. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. They're second in the entire nation. they will stop your running game. So Dingwall better come out and do something because they're not going to be, Miami's not going to get a ton of opportunities back there. I mean, like you said, they're probably going to run the ball 36 something times, but wow, it's going to be a tough assignment with that BYU defense.
Yeah, very tough. The bottom line is one team all year has had success on the ground against BYU, and they're playing the national championship against Alabama.
Yeah.
The other teams that have had success against BYU have thrown the ball. San Jose State, Nevada, etc.
Yeah, and BYU really owned this team in that rivalry. They were 27-7-1 against them. They won 9 of the last 10 against San Diego State. So that gives them a little bit of confidence. I mean, granted, it hasn't happened for a while, but that's still something you take into the bank when you play somebody that you're kind of familiar with, and you can say to yourself, we've owned this team recently, so we're not afraid.
Yeah, there's plenty of seniors on this team that are not afraid of San Diego State. That's for sure.
Yeah, we're both discussing this line here again with this side because I actually think San Diego State's going to find a way to hang with this team for a while. A field goal and change. I posted for all my guys 3.5 when it came out that we should be on it. So I'm gonna hope somebody got it. And 3.5, man. I would love to have the 3.5 if we can get it. I know most people are gonna be stuck with that 3 and just saying, well, I'm gonna have to take it. But I know you're liking BYU here, so you and I are in a little bit of a difference.
Yeah, we are. Now, what I like about your pick right there is that you use that half point to your advantage. Whether people can get that half point again, I'm not really sure on what books they're going to find it on. It's basically down to 3 now. But I have no argument against 3.5. I think it's going to be a neck-and-neck ball game. I really do.
Yeah, I think it's going to come down to a low-scoring game. It's a 23-20 type game. I don't see 50 points being scored here. And like we said, the line's been climbing down for a reason. And Vegas knows what they're doing. They do this. They've been doing this a while. Last I checked. So now I see, like you said, it's down to 46. Even then, the 23-20 is still a little bit of a cushion, not much. But I think we're going to suggest to everybody that they still take this under.
Yeah, I definitely think so. I mean, you're talking about the third-ranked FBS defense over here at BYU. And 14.7 points a game, second against the run, and probably have one of the best defensive players in FBS on the field in Kyle Van Noy with 11.5 sacks and 5 forced fumbles. I mean, this guy is a force. Yeah,
he knows what he's doing, and he can disrupt any backfield, any quarterback, make anybody change their game. Totally true. So we're both going to expect a low-scoring game here. We're both going to love to wish that we had that 3.5. I'm going to take the San Diego State in the 3, and I might do. I've been thinking about it too. I might even take San Diego State money line to upset BYU somehow. Eric, something's creepy about this game. I know the public's on BYU. I know that schedule favors BYU. They played Notre Dame. They played some teams that are tough, and San Diego State really doesn't have that team on their schedule where you say, all right, Boise State, fine. But they don't really have that team on that schedule that makes you say, wow, now there is a monster win for them. Something tells me that the public's going to be all over BYU, and I love fading the public because I don't think anybody has a damn clue what they're talking about when they're coming to sports betting, man. I'm going to take San Diego State a little bit of a dab on that money line just in case they upset them outright. I'm definitely going to take the field goal and the 3.5 wherever I can get it, if I can get it. And I already have it in 3.5 in one of my books. So I'm still going to take the 3, and then the Don Best contest, I have the 3.5 as well. So, I'm going to suggest San Diego State to cover and the under, and I know Eric's going to suggest this under with me. And are you going to come BYU or go BYU or San Diego State here? What's your bottom line?
Well, Rainmaker, I know you've been rough to pull the trigger on that San Diego State all week, and I don't blame you. There's nothing wrong with thinking Don. I'm putting my money. I got it at 49.5 earlier in the week, so I'm really happy with that under.
You did.
And if you had to put my feet to the fire, I'm probably going to look at a BYU halftime. But as far as where my money's laid at the 49.5, I think I'm just going to ride that one out and sit back and enjoy the game. We'll see. It's going to be a battle of wills. Let's see who can force their wills. Because San Diego State, running football, BYU. It should be fun to see. It'll be exciting.
Yeah, it should be a good bowl game. All right, that's what we got for you. So hopefully you get something out of this. And bottom line, I know we're both taking this under, no matter what they want to set it at. You know, some people got in early, some people had to wait, some people are going to put it in tonight. We don't, we never know, but hopefully you're not watching it fall too far. And again, we're going to suggest the under here, and I'm taking San Diego State to at least cover and a little skosh on that money line. All right, Eric, let's get out of here. Thanks for coming on with me, man, and let's see how we do here.
Oh, it's always a pleasure, man. I just hope we help some people out. Maybe give them a little insight to this game, and let the chips fall where they may, brother.
Yeah, we helped people out the first 2 bowl games. I know, if anybody didn't catch our first two videos, we had a pretty good session. Went 4-1. At least I went 4-1 on my 5 plays. You can check out our videos at ejtherainmaker.com and come check us out and see all our videos we're doing. So, hey, thanks, and Eric, thanks, and everybody take care, and good luck on the rest of the bowl season. And we have another bowl shoot coming up next, so take care, everyone.